Hey everybody, want to share with you this quick video. Um, there's something that you may not know about me. When I was first involved in lifting weights, I was probably about, say it's about 16, 15 years old. So I was pretty young. And um, I started getting into it, adding more plates. I remember there was a fellow who was from either Guam or Somalia. No, I think he was from Guam, and he was like, this was in high school. He was able to lift a whole bunch of weight with his doing the bench press, and he was able to do the leg press at the same time. And I thought his name was Alberto, and I thought, wow, that's pretty impressive. Actually, he was Samoan, my mistake. So I started doing a lot of push-ups and realized after a while at that age, since I was only about, 15 or so, 16, I was able to do like 65 or 70 push-ups in a row without, completely fatiguing where I couldn't do any more push-ups. So, this is something that people like to do when they're kids. Later, when I was in the gym, right around 30 years old, I was lifting a huge amount of weight and I was kind of jerking the weight up, and I heard this sound like a rope that was giving way with lots of weight on the end of the rope. You've seen this in movies where there's like this huge, 2-ton-pound weight at the end of a rope, and then the rope is breaking, and you're going to hear the sound like dong, 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 kind of like that rope breaking. I heard that sound. Not a good sound. That was coming from me, that sound. Not cool. So it turns out that I was tearing literally 90% of my pectoralis major muscle over on, I believe, it was on the left, okay? And so I didn't even know why this was happening other than that I was jerking the weight. Later, I had the exact same injury when I was adjusting a chiropractic student, but this time the injury was on the other pec major sternal, on the right side, okay? And I didn't know it at the time, but both these pec major sternal muscles are related to the liver. So I had a really toxic liver because I had taken Accutane for acne, and I'd also used benzoyl peroxide and Cleocin T, and I had used Redin A, and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so it just really screwed up my liver, which is not cool. So I was getting angry all the time. Just a little bit later. All right, so what happened? I knew that when I heard that sound that life was going to change for me. And so I ended up finding this guy named P. Richard Emmanuel. Was that his name? Payman Richard Emmanuel. And he was a surgeon. And that night I'd gone to the emergency room and they took an x-ray and they said, this is just not a fracture. You tore a muscle, so it's probably not going to show up on the x-ray. I don't know. I mean, how would I know anything about that? I said, okay, well, what am I going to do? Who am I going to talk to? Where's the surgeon? He said, okay, well, call this guy. So it was P. Richard Emmanuel. He's still in practice, and he actually found that it was 90% torn and that it was a very unusual tear, but it was perfect for teaching. So he took a bunch of photos of it and did a video, and he was able to teach his students, his surgery students, more about doing that kind of surgery based upon my pec major sternal tear. So he fixed it, and then I had to go through all kinds of physical therapy, and it took me a long time. I had to get all kinds of muscle therapy at a chiropractor's as well. And, it took a while, I would say more than a year or two to really redevelop the strength and have it safe. They reinserted the muscle into my bone using a titanium clamp. That was part of the surgical procedure. So I don't want to have that same tear again. The second time I didn't need a surgery when I tore the same muscle. But anyway, that muscle is related to the liver. The liver is related to emotions like anger, rationality, frustration, aggression, depression, that kind of thing. Emotionally repressed, indecisive, being pissed off. Okay. So that's my story. Okay. Hope you find it interesting. The moral of the story is, I wouldn't even be where I'm at today, and I wouldn't have had the kind of drive that I had to learn other therapies besides just chiropractic, because just the chiropractic wasn't enough. I also had to detoxify my liver, okay, which took years, at least 6 years or more, from all the crap that I had used when I was using the Accutane. So be happy for what you have. It's not what happens to you in life that matters. It's how you respond to what happens to you in life that really makes all the difference. Thanks for watching. My name's Dr. Ilya Skolnikoff. Remember, that's what Tony Robbins has always taught me and everyone else. It's not what matters to you in life, but how you respond to what happens to you. Life is happening for us, not to us. Thank you.